Okay, so today I would like to go over a simple stretch for the muscle called the piriformis, spelled P-I-R-I-F-O-R-M-I-S, if you'd like to look it up on Google just to find a clearer picture of where it's located. It's in the gluteal muscle group, and it's an external rotator, so responsible for externally rotating your leg. So I'd like to show you a couple different ways to do a yoga pose that's called pigeon pose. So traditionally, the yoga pose is coming down onto the ground, and it can either be with your leg tucked into your body and where you're coming and leaning forward over, or you can come up on it. And as you kind of become more flexible in that muscle, the heel comes up into a more 90-degree angle, and then you are able to come up, go down, either way. But some people, it's hard for them to get into this pose as fully as possible, or even to get in to just begin the pose. It's hard to find a place to start because they're so tight in that hip and in the gluteals that they're just unable to for whatever reason. So I would like to show you another way that I kind of help people or show people to go about doing it, which would be to find any kind of level space, like a countertop maybe, or maybe your bed sits really high off the ground. So this is just a normal desk, and this is about hip height. As close to hip height as you can get the surface, the better. Most people have a countertop this space, but you're going to take one of your legs and just place it on the countertop, and your knee is going to be about a 90-degree angle. As much as possible. You're going to have this leg straight parallel with the edge of the counter. So this essentially is sort of a pigeon pose. This right here could be the stretch. I would say that this is the beginning of a stretch for someone who is really, really tight in the glute, in the piriformis and in the hips. But taking a step back and leaning over that leg, this starts to look more and more like the pigeon that you'll see on the floor. If you imagine a floor underneath me here, this is essentially the same pose, but you're able to use this desk, use the surface area as a beginning point, so you're not adding that gravitational weight into the stretch. Not quite yet. So that is a good place to start. And there is also the one where you are laying on the floor, and you take one leg and cross it over the other, so one ankle will cross over the other knee, and you're going to reach up and grab either behind your hamstring or on top of your shin for a deeper stretch. And you might start to feel a stretch here, and if you don't, go ahead and take your hand and push down on that knee that's crossed over the other one. So this one that's kind of coming up and in towards my chest, the stretch is going to be coming from this motion right here, having that leg sort of parallel like it was on that flat surface. So if you can imagine a flat surface under your leg here, pushing down on that knee will help to get that stretch. So you could even hold your leg in like this. This knee just kind of helps to keep it balanced, or you could take this arm and push on the knee, against the knee, while you're pulling in to the leg. So this is a nice one to do. You're still getting that same stretch. It's easier to come into. You can also do that same stretch sitting in a chair. So if you're sitting a lot at a desk, the other video that kind of goes hand in hand with this in the hip movements and the hip complex would be the psoas stretch that I have another video for, but this works really well with that for people who sit for long hours, because you're sitting on your piriformis, it feels tight, it starts to contract, over long periods of time of sitting, it's just something that happens. So again, the same thing, crossing one ankle over the other knee, making sure that that knee that's crossed over is down, as in a flat surface here, and then you just lean over and into this leg. So again, lots of different shapes and ways to get into that specific stretch for the piriformis. whatever works for you, whatever feels comfortable for you. Any one of these would be a good place to start. If you've ever tried pigeon and it seems like it's just too much, it's too intense, maybe you don't feel like you look like you're in the right shape, that person over there is doing something, how do they get into that pose? This is a really good way to start and be gentle with yourself and kind of feel what it should feel like just to get into the pose. So try any one of these on for size, and good luck.